G'day from Australia. This is Dolan, the duck, the one and only, quack. And today I just wanted to video a quick review of my thoughts on the PBT 1600 Newton meter HEMA mask. Now I've been using this mask for the past 2 years. I was initially very impressed with the sizing. I have a small head, and the small size on the website was true to their dimensions, and it fit quite well. So I went with this. When I got it, I was pleasantly surprised. I like the contours of the mesh. It looks sleek, low profile. The internal padding was quite comfortable. But one thing I soon discovered was the mesh seemed to dent quite easily. Now I'm not too sure whether you can see it from here in great detail, but around the top of the brow kind of area where a lot of Oberhaus are coming in, even Mittelhaus, there's quite a few dents along here. Not so much from thrusting direct onto the face, but just around the edges of the mask here. Now, my previous Absolute Force mask that I was using for maybe 2 years before that, one here, no dents whatsoever. In saying that, I started doing competitions in this mask. I never really did competitions in this mask, so I guess intensity-wise, this saw a lot more action. But compared to other masks I've seen on friends and training partners, this did seem to dent up quite a lot more. Now, when I felt I copped one too many hits and this dented up a bit too many times, I decided to upgrade or replace. And I was tossing up between a Leon Paul, maybe even an all-star mask, but one thing that I wasn't quite sure about was the sizing. I didn't want to have to go a step up, because that would result in a larger mask around my head, and having quite a small head, being quite a small fencer, I didn't have a lot of room in this window here in a high guard to fill with a mask. I wanted something quite low profile, so I ultimately decided to go for another of the same mask. So 2 years later, I upgraded with the same model. Now, out of the box, I was quite surprised that they'd made some changes or improvements. So on the previous generation, I suppose, right at the top of the skull, right inside to keep the padding in, right at the top, there's a rivet. Now, they didn't really bother to cover up the rivet on the inside, so if you don't have too much hair on top or something like that, you'd tend to need some padding, because you'd feel that rivet on your head if you copped any blows on the top of the mask there. So they have now replaced. Well, sorry, they have remedied that issue by integrating just a flap. So just an extension of the blue padding that's already in there, with a flap that covers the rivet, so it's nice and comfortable, and you don't feel that rivet on your head anymore. One other thing that they did change as well is at the front here on the brow, they've got quite a solid plastic strip across there. So I guess when your face is in the mask and you cop a frontal hit, the mesh isn't going to push back in your brow or give you a nice mesh print on your face like some people have experienced. Now, I haven't experienced that before. To be honest, I never thought I was at risk of that in this mask, because the fit was quite tight, was quite good. I had no movement like this. So that wasn't really something that I felt needed to be put in. But I guess where the fit's not quite right, then that's probably a good safety feature. Now, overall, I'm still quite happy with the mask. But one thing, again, I was very disappointed. I've only had this mask for about a month now. Is I already have some dents in it in exactly the same region. So I guess you could say maybe it's an area where I'm not protecting myself quite as well as I should, but I'm still quite disappointed that in the very same areas I'm experiencing the same issues with the mesh. Dents again. Now, Perhaps this is down to the contour of the mesh here. Maybe the curve is a bit too aggressive, so when it's hit by a blade, maybe it creates a bit of an easy to bend zone. I'm not too sure there. Or maybe the mesh itself just isn't hardened to the same standards of maybe some other manufacturers. But 2 masks in a row, I was a little bit disappointed. Still very comfortable mask because of this the inclusion of the flap at the front and the strap across the brow. So the flap across the top and the strap across the brow. I don't need to wear a beanie to stop it from moving or to keep the fit tight. It's now a very tight fitting mask. Doesn't move around at all. It is great. Still fits the same overlay. I always wear that. Integrates quite well. The bib, again, can't fault the bib. Great bib. Stopped many thrusts. But the mask, the mesh is still one point I'm a little bit sore about that they don't seem to have improved on. That's kind of, to be honest, I wouldn't go for another PBT mask after this, which is a bit disappointing. I might have to go for a Leon Paul and see how the fit goes. But otherwise, I have always thoroughly enjoyed PBT masks in every way except the quality of the mesh. A PBT, you do need to fix this issue, because I have seen others in forums complain about a similar issue. Now, people have said it about lots of different manufacturers' models of masks, but to have personal experience too, especially in such a short time owning the second mask, is kind of it's proved to me that I think I need to go for a different brand now. And I guess personally my sights are set on the Leon Paul, and we'll see how I go with that. But that's my 2 minutes on the PBT 1600 Newton meter HEMA mask. Thank you, and fuck you, Gooby.